boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages. It's Jesse with the Common Nerd, bringing you pop culture and all things ready through a common sense lens. And if you hadn't heard already, ladies and gentlemen, the Minecraft movie starring Jack Black and Jason Momoa has absolutely crushed it at the box office after all the critics and all the legacy media institution guys came out over there and just ragged it and ripped it apart and everything all over the place. Well, guess what? Once again, as usual, they have found out it wasn't made for them. It was made for Minecraft fans. And although I'm not the biggest fan of Minecraft out there, all of my children are, and I've got plenty of friends that really enjoy it. And I appreciate the dedication that Minecraft people have to their game out there. I mean, literally, people took like 2 years to build like an identical replica to the Hogwarts castle. I mean, that is absolutely insane. Shout out to the dedicated Minecraft fans. Well, once again, as it is starting to be figured out, at least by some people in Hollywood, when you actually make the fans happy, when you actually give them good marketing, you actually give them a movie that is going to represent at least some of the heart and soul of the game that they absolutely love, guess what? It's going to be a banging success. And on top of that, it's also going to make fans a little crazy because, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the chicken jockey has caused a lot of problems. Yes, boys and girls, there are reports and videos of people actually bringing live chickens into the theaters during the chicken jockey scene. It is absolutely insane. It's not the only crazy thing that's going on. There's also somebody out there dropping trowel, which I think is a very odd choice. But needless to say, boys and girls, this is crazy. This is nuts. And it just shows you that Minecraft is not only a smashing success at the box office, but it is also being a smashing success with all of the younger fans and inspiring some probably stupid activities. But needless to say, we're going to get to all of that. Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be fascinating. We're going to get all the juicy details. We're going to go over some of the box office numbers. Excuse me. We're going to the box office numbers. Like I said, we've got video of people doing crazy things, and of course the wild talking points of people with live chickens in the movie theater. Don't do that. As a guy who has chickens, I love my chickens. You're just going to disturb them and upset them, and they're probably not going to lay eggs for days after doing something like that. So please, for the love of heaven, be kind to your chickens out there, boys and girls. So we're going to check on these articles. We're going to go over all the highlights. We're going to get all the juicy details of a little bit of the box office, as well as all the crazy stuff that's going on at the theaters because of this movie. But before we do, if you do enjoy our content, hit that like button, share with all your friends, and subscribe or follow if you have not already, boys and girls, because we are grinding, we are growing. We just crossed 1,700. We're inching our way closer and closer to 1,800, and I could not do that without every single one of you. Also, leave us a comment in the section down below. Did you go see the Minecraft movie? Did you absolutely love it? Are you surprised by the success like a lot of people out there? Did you think it was going to be this much of a smash hit? Did you think it was going to cause all this crazy drama going on inside of the theaters? Let us know what you think about all that in the comments section down below. And if you'd like to support our channel, please check out the links in the description as well. All right, so let's just jump over to here for the spicy part as well. But of course, we've got the headline. As Hollywood remains confused by success of Minecraft, director offers simple explanation for film's box office explosion. And basically it comes down to, he said, hey, guess what? We made something for the fans, and they really enjoyed it. Because of course, Hollywood is completely and totally confused out there. Variety was like, all audience appeal, marketing tie-ins galore, pin-up demand, video game boon, and a social media supernova of discussion. But you also have to remember too, the first marketing of this thing, the first trailer of this was ratioed into oblivion. Fortunately enough, they course corrected in their marketing, and a lot of the rest of the trailers after that were very much enjoyed by a lot of the fans, obviously marking a good sign. But as usual, Hollywood doesn't get it. But this I thought was kind of interesting. This is from the director. This is also the guy that was behind Napoleon Dynamite, which wasn't a movie I particularly liked, but I did enjoy my date. There was an immense audience that was so passionate about the game and for whom Minecraft was such a key part of their childhood adolescence. Just something that they loved. The game itself is so creative, but it also ridiculous and really funny and absurd in so many ways. There was so much of the appeal to me in adapting it. It was like, how can you just do a ridiculously fun and funny adventurous movie in this world? All of this goofy, dorky things we just really tried to celebrate, and we were super conscious of while making it, which sounds like he was really dedicated to making this something that the fans were actually going to enjoy. And I think that's a great thing to see. And he goes on to talk about Jack Black and Momoa and the rest of the cast. They just had a blast coming up with like jokes, things that they thought were funny to them. And hopefully it would end up relating to the audience, which is a great way to start for things for any kind of creative. If you don't think it's funny, at least, why would you think anybody else is going to think it's funny out there as well? So I like that as well. I think one of the things that people are responding to is that dead serious the characters are taking this ridiculous world. Jack is playing everything with so much passion, and when they're shooting, it'd be like, you know what, Jack, let's put a little more mustard on that. And he just takes everything to 11 all the time. That absurd seriousness about such a ridiculous world is part of the vitality of the comedy. I think that's what people are celebrating, and celebrating they are. And you know what? Maybe this is Jack Black we have a lot of criticisms for Jack Black because obviously he plays like a very similar role in a lot of different things out there. But needless to say, if this is the kind of movie that's perfect fit for him, then he's going to do well in it, something like that. Obviously, we don't know how well the toys are going to sell because he looks absolutely ridiculous, but if he's enough fun in the movie out there, then enough people are going to enjoy it. And this is the thing. I think that's what people are celebrating. And boy, howdy, are they celebrating, boys and girls, because people are taking live chickens into screenings of the Minecraft movie now as chicken jockey meme gets out of hand. Ruffled feathers. Nice one, Lex. Nice one. So we've all seen the chickie jockeying chaos, right? Minecraft movie has taken the younger generation by storm and blew up over the course of a pretty stellar opening weekend at the box office, and the film's critical jockey moment is definitely a huge part of that. That said, the moment has gotten so huge, people have allegedly started bringing live poultry into screenings to celebrate the scene. Yes, you read that right. And speaking of numbers over here, boys and girls, we've got some of these numbers right here. This is your opening weekend numbers so far, 343 million. Now, obviously, this adds in the last few days, but this movie this movie reportedly had a production budget of $150 million, and this thing is already at a 2.3 times its production budget just based on the current box office. There is no reason whatsoever this movie is not going to sail very easily into the profit territory, boys and girls. The Minecraft movie is going to make a profit. The only question at this point is how much. I wouldn't surprise me considering the audience score over here as well with all of this one. With an 88% audience score. Not the best audience score out there in the world, but still pretty good, right? And let's see what the general audience score is. See, they've got a total. All audience scores, 86%, so still not much of a difference out there at all. So it would not surprise me at all if this movie ended up finishing $700-800 million globally, and it would not surprise me at all, and that would be a very, very comfortable place for HBO Warner Brothers to actually come in and go, yes, we absolutely made a profit, and we can go forward. They'll probably end up making a sequel out of this one because HBO Warner Brothers right now is broke, boys and girls, and they need any win they can get. Let's all hope Superman is good, but hey, there's another cap in their feather with this Minecraft movie. I love this. Warning, potential disturbing scenes are depicted in the footage below. Yes, boys and girls, a live chicken in a movie theater, you steer sweet innocent flower need a warning label for that. Really, IGN? Really? A clip has recently surfaced on TikTok that shows a pair of moviegoers hold a live chicken above their heads during the chicken jockey scene, as well as another clip where the chicken can be seen hanging out in the movie theater's lobby as patrons look on. It's interesting to note that TikTok now contains a special label when you watch it that reads, "Participating in this activity could result in you or others getting hurt." And absolutely that is the case. As a guy that has chickens and has had chickens for quite a long time, if they get upset, if they get freaked out, they can easily scratch you, especially if you've got one running around wild. They can be pecking people, especially if you got a mean one, or stuff like that. Like most of my chickens I can pretty much pick up and pet, but needless to say, it's going to freak a chicken out. He is not going to be happy at all. As you can see, they brought a live chicken. This is the end of the video, but let's just go ahead and jump right here to the beginning. So as you can see, obviously about to hit the chicken jockey scene. We've all seen this in the trailers. We've all seen this in the previews. This is nothing new here, but yes, check this out. Everybody in the crowd shouts, and there it is. That, I know it's a little hard to see because it's moving kind of quick, but yes, boys and girls, that is a chicken. And as they obviously pointed out, it's safe to say we got kicked out. And this is just insanity. Not just the chicken, but look at all these people throwing popcorn and everything else. Why? All you're doing is not only are you wasting your money, the hard-earned money, well, probably your parents' hard-earned money, on the popcorn that you could potentially eat, but also you're making an absolute disastrous dumpster fire of a mess throughout this theater for all of the people that work there that have to clean this stuff up. They've only got a limited amount of time between showings to get that theater ready to go before the next one. And now you guys are going to make a mess all over the place with all this popcorn and potential chicken crap all over the floor too? Not cool, guys. Not cool. Not to mention, I love my chickens. I know this would freak them out. I yell at my children if they even try to chase my chickens around the yard other than to give them scratch or try to love on them. But you don't go scaring chickens, man. It upsets them. I don't know where they got this chicken. It's not like it's one of those baby chickens you can get at Tractor Supply right now. This is a full-grown chicken. I have no idea where they got this chicken, but whoever owns this chicken should be very, very upset with these people. Should be very, very upset with them. And I actually kind of hope they charge them with theft. But this is just insane. I mean, look at it. Like I said, it's not just literally the live chicken, which, as you can see, I'm assuming this is a dude on another dude's shoulders. Well, that's not gay at all. I hope that's a chick, but I can't tell from this video. It might be another dude on top of another dude's shoulder, and he's in incredibly skin tight stuff. It's kind of weird, kind of weird, kind of weird. But look, you got the chicken hanging out over here. Right there. There's the chicken. Right there. So, yeah, it looks like a dude to me. But, yeah, there's the chicken. You got it. Not only have some weird, like a little bit of too much bromance kind of stuff going on there as well. A little bit too much of the gay side of things going on. But also, you're abusing this poor chicken. This is literally chicken abuse. This is literally chicken abuse. And that's wrong. It's wrong. Leave these chickens alone. Keep them out of the theaters, man. They don't need to be here. They don't need none of this nonsense. They don't need none of this BS at all. None of this BS at all. None of this BS. I mean, it's just ridiculous. It's just absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely, absolutely ridiculous. And as you can see, they turned on all the lights, like, ha-ha, we caught you. I mean, why is this guy out here with his shirt off? Like, really? Like, this is a lot of celebration that probably doesn't need. This is probably a lot of celebration that they probably didn't need. And it's not like this is a midnight showing of the Rocky Horror Picture Show where everybody expects this. Come on, be better, be better. The clip above posted to X/Twitter, but originally published on TikTok, claims that people who brought the live chicken in the cinema were kicked out as a result of their actions. The line in question is said during the scene with Jack Black and Jason Momoa face a cuboid Minecraft. We've all seen the clip. Chicken jockey after the baby zombie falls from a crate onto a chicken, reference to the video game itself, where certain baby zombie characters are sometimes found riding a chicken. Given these fans had already seen the chicken jockey scene via a Minecraft trailer released in February, they were primed for release when they saw the movie in the cinema. And now the chicken jockey line has taken on a life of its own, going viral on social media, which in turn is fueling even more intense reaction. Because now that one idiot sees another idiot doing this, now all the idiots are going to be doing this. I feel bad for the chicken. We already had an egg shortage. Leave the chickens alone. Leave the chickens alone. There are even reports of police being called to eject members of the audience, complaints from theater employees who have taken to social media and online forums to say people throwing drinks and popcorn makes their jobs even harder, not to mention the impact on the animals themselves. And yeah, you think, boys and girls. So needless to say, I'm glad to see that the Minecraft movie is doing very, very well. I like Warner Brothers and Discovery as a company for the most part as a whole. I'm glad to see them get a success, especially after all of the disastrous dumpster fires they've had over the last few years and all of the massive amount of money they've lost. They need a win. They need more wins. I do believe they've got their hearts in the right places. I do believe they are trying to make good quality content for us over there at Warner Bros. Discovery, family-friendly stuff, things that we can share that can be generationally great. I have a lot of hope for the cautious optimism and borderline a lot of hope for the Superman movie. We're hearing a lot of good things. Don't know if it's going to be great or not. It needs to be great, but if nothing else, it sounds like it'll at least be good. And obviously, the Minecraft movie is another prime example of this. At the end of the day, the fans decide whether or not something succeeds or fails. And that's exactly what I said in my video last week when we were talking about the critics' reactions. It's not going to be the critics that matter the most. As always, it's the audience and the customers. And the audience and the customers have clearly enjoyed the Hades out of this movie. It has got a massive opening weekend. It doesn't look like it's slowing down very much at all. It's absolutely going to make a profit. And some fans, as usual, are taking things a little bit to the extreme. So not only has Minecraft caused an absolute massive box office hit, but it's also caused a massive box office disaster with fans simply going out of their way to be outrageous and over the top. And look, I get it, man. I get it, right? We love our stuff. We love our IPs. We love our fandoms. We get excited to see this stuff finally come to fruition. And then on top of it, when they do what it seems to be like at least a halfway decent job representing your IP, you're excited. You want to enjoy it. You want to get loud about it. We all get that, right? I remember the days when the sequel trilogies were when the prequel trilogies were coming out with Star Wars, and everybody was lining up around the door, around the movie theater, and everybody was dressing up. And trust me, I get it. But at the end of the day, you got to respect the people that work there, right? And certainly respect a chicken better than that. All that chicken wants to do is eat bugs, chicken scratch, a little bit of feed, drink some water, and poop out butt nuggets for you, right? Poop out those wonderful little eggs that everybody likes to eat. You know what I mean? So just leave the chickens alone, boys and girls. But you know what? Needless to say, I'm glad to see fans are excited. I'm glad to see fans are happy again because I am a fan of fans at the end of the day. And clearly, Warner Bros. Discovery, you finally figured out the secret to make it a good video game adaptation, at least with the guy from Napoleon Dynamite of all places. Minecraft is an absolute smash hit at the success of the box office. The fans are happy. They're partying and gluing a little bit too much. But boys and girls, needless to say, this movie is an absolute shining success, and that's what happens when you make the fans happy. Just do me a favor, fans. please, for the love of God in heaven, leave the chickens out of your celebrations.